Good morning. Oh, wow. I almost didn't want to come out of the meditation room. It was one of those juicy ones as I observed all the flow of thought that was just going and going and going and laughing and laughing and laughing. Oh, let me just introduce this by saying last night, before I went to bed, I decided I wanted to have my laugh therapy, and I discovered the man that I discovered Friday night in the video, Laughology. His name is Doug, where is it? Doug Collins. And he's been labeled the Laugh Man, the man with the most contagious laugh in the world. And I watched the video of when he appeared on the Comedy Barn in 2003 and stole the show. He's even been on Good Morning America and featured, as I said in the video, Laughology. And it says, bus driver laughing all the way to the bank. And then I come to the computer and I didn't look at any emails except one today, just one, because I didn't have a lot of time to look through them all, but I had to look at Tut's message because I just knew it was going to be something that that was going to be relevant to what I needed to talk about this morning. And the message from Tut, which is Mike Dooley's message of the week, Monday through Friday, message of the day, Monday through Friday, to clarify, Ron, he wrote, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, or mend, not to soothe, cure, or ease, not even to refresh, rejuvenate, or restore. Hardly. The primary roles of love, Ron, are to yahoo, yeehaw, and woohoo. Get your love on, the universe. P.S. You were born to love, Ron, no matter the cost, no matter what someone else said, no matter how the past once played out. And that brings me to the title for my talk this morning, 2012, Laughing at Legal Entities. And I started with a quote from Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to those that love. Comedian Bill Hicks described our journey through life very well, summing it up by saying, it's just a game. The ego, believing its illusions to be all there is, which is how it seems in physical reality, gets all caught up in the seriousness of the game. Who gets the most toys? Who gets to be the boss? Who gets the most enlightenment? These are merely characters, legal entities created to play Monopoly in the Matrix. In this apocalypse, this revealing, many are beginning to love by laughing at legal entities. Yesterday, I filed papers with the court as follow-up to what happened on Friday, where the legal entities, you might say, as if they were playing in a game of Monopoly, issued me a card that said, go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Now, we know, of course, that that's not what they really said, but it might as well have been because it was just a game. The judge was playing the legal entity of my ego, who thought it could be in control of what happens in my life and in my world, and made me an offer that allowed the bank to strike my truth, that allowed the bank to take to get title to my property, a piece of paper saying that they have ownership of what is mine and where I'm living. And I responded by saying no agreement had been reached and I cancel any contract that was implied by that proceeding. And and of course I informed them that I would be filing an appeal within the 30-day time that the judge indicated that I had. And so I've been laughing. I was laughing since Friday night, since the day that happened. Spirit has been putting me in a space of laughter, emphasizing to me in today's meditation, the strongest so far, that it's just a game, Ron. Don't let somebody else make up the rules that you're going to play by. Play by your own rules. If you don't like the rules somebody gives you, tell them, hey, I'm not going to play by those rules. I want these rules. And lay your rules out there. And you know, within the matrix, that's allowed. We're actually allowed to play by our own rules. We're actually allowed to make it up as we go along and say, hey, you know, I don't want it this way. I want it this way. But we take it so seriously. I know I have. You've seen me. You've seen me at times, how serious it is. How serious it is that the Illuminati is wanting to control the whole world. Isn't that what each of our ego wants to do? To control our world? Instead of rolling with the flow and playing the game and having fun with it? Oh, what does a mystic do? Chase enlightenment's tail? or laugh at the nonsense and make it nonsense? Recognize it as just a game, an illusion to entertain us, an illusion to allow us to experience the height and the depth, the breadth and the width of all that is possible, and to realize that with God all things are possible, or put another way, with creation all things are possible. How are we going to frame our attitude towards what's happening? All these legal entities playing the roles of presidents and prime ministers, CEOs and corporate executives, bankers and attorneys and judges, and all sorts of legal entities, including each of us as a legal entity, a straw man, a fictional character. It might just as well have been the token that we drew to go around the board again and again, going to the railroad and to the electric company, landing on Boardwalk and Park Place or Baltic Avenue. I'm describing the game of Monopoly by the Parker Brothers. Ah, and we go around and around and around the board, and we play it lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. It's a game without end. You just go around in circles and do what you're told. You buy and you sell and you go to jail and you you collect money. Every time you make a certain passage, you collect money, but then you land on things and you're forced to pay money out, and it's just a game. It's just a freaking game. And we take it so seriously. Like we try so hard to win. What is winning? What is winning? What is winning? Right now, I have everything that I need. Right now, I am in touch with a part of me that's been asleep. It's the laughing part of me, the laughing Buddha, the laughing Jesus, the laughing Muhammad, the laughing Krishna, the laughing Kuan Yin, the laughing Quetzalcoatl, the laughing gods. The laughing Illuminati. The laughing slaves. And when a slave laughs, something happens that liberates the heart of the slave, bringing the slave joy. But the slave, too, is a legal entity. And when we can laugh at ourselves, what does that do? What does that do? When we can laugh at our own stupidity, ignorance, insanity of believing that the Monopoly game played in the Matrix is our reality, when all it is an experience of going around and around in circles till we wake up. And what is waking up? Is it arriving at a certain realization that liberates you forever and ever from the game? Or is it recognizing that you're never liberated because you've never been in bondage? You've always been free to quit the game and change the rules whenever you wanted to. But of course you were told, as all of us were, that these are the rules. This is the way you play this game. You've got to do what you're told. You've got to stay in the bounds. Who said? Who said? We all said it to ourselves. We were taught it by someone else, but we embraced it with our whole being. We thought it was all there was. But there's so much more. And we're on the verge of breaking through with laughter. Love that says Yahoo, Yeehaw, and woohoo, yay! I get it! I get it! Love and laughter go together. Love is not about being serious. Love is not being committed to rules that entrap you. Love is about liberating the soul from the drama of the illusion and rolling with the flow and going with the punches. And when somebody makes a move that you don't like, you say, hey, I don't like that move. It doesn't make me feel good. And so you counter their move with your move. It's just a game. It's just a game. The courts, the politics, the business, it's just a game. Even the religion, it's just a game. When are we going to get it? It's just a game. We can laugh at the legal entities, the religious fictions. We can laugh at the corporate shenanigans that have, I thought, entrapped our world. But are we really entrapped? Not if we can laugh. Not if we can see it for what it is. It's just a game. It's just a game. We don't have to worry about the new world order of imposition and go to jail cards. We don't have to worry about that if we will learn to laugh again, and learn to love again, and learn to live again from the heart, with the head in tow, with the head following the heart, guided not by our intelligence but by our intuition. Because in the intuition is the truth that sets us free. I don't know how anything's going to play out, but in this moment, I am able, with Doug Collins, to laugh all the way to the bank. Not that I'm rolling in dough, and I don't need to be, Because it's just a game. It's not who collects the most money that wins, or the most trinkets. Mm-mm. It's who enjoys it the most, recognizing it for what it is. Just a game. Are you able to laugh today at your demons and your dragons? Are you able to laugh at your situation and recognize that in this moment you are free to determine how you want to play the game? It's whatever you want, if you can see it that way. And you will, if your heart is open. Thank you for listening. Namaste.